Introduce you also to John Otto, one of the great artists in our city, who was, of course, Rosemary Clooney's musical director and has conducted all the great symphonies of the world and played for Tony Bennett and, you know, everyone. So it's a real honor that we'll be, you know, getting to hear him and spend some time with him too. The moment I saw him smile, I knew he was just my style. My only regret is we've never met, though I dream of him all the while. And he doesn't know I exist, no matter how I may persist. So it's clear to see there's no hope for me, though I live at 5135 Kensington Avenue and he lives at 5133. How can I ignore the boy next door? I love him more than words can say. Doesn't try to please me, doesn't even tease me, and he never sees me glance his way. And though I'm heart sore, the boy next door, affection for me must adore him, so I can't ignore him, the boy next door. Melisssa, Errico. I'm going to be at 54 Below on October 30th for a week, 5 nights, 8 First Line, West Side Story, Julie Andrews roles, Little Judy Garland, and lately I've started to fall madly in love with Barbra Streisand. So I think I'm just a mixture. Oh, and Bernadette Peters is in there too. She's so sweet, and I love her so much. So I think I'm a creation of all the things that I've ever loved, and then my own life experiences and my feelings about the songs have created a voice for me. So I can share with you how I feel about lyrics and how I feel about life and this path that we're all on together. I just got cast to play Clara in Passion at Classic Stage Company. So I'll be back in costume and character. I'm very much looking forward to that. My kids know I'm an actress. They've seen me in concerts of Oliver and Brigadoon, and I was in Candida, the play, since the kids were born, and I also starred in White Christmas on Broadway when the twins were not even 8 months old. So I was running home between shows to give baths and to sit there at the high chair and I would eat the food that would fall on the floor. So I love my children, and I think it's important. I have 3 daughters. I think it's important to continue what I love to do, and do that for them and for me, so that all together they're excited to know who their mother is and always was. One of the songs right now that defines who I am is a song from the film Toy Story, which is called When She Loved Me. And it's in the movie it's sung by the doll, and the doll is singing about the little girl who grew up and doesn't need her anymore. And the doll is saying, when she loved me, how beautiful that was. And I think right now, not only does Randy Newman's melody, the way it feels in my voice, Sarah McLachlan, of course, did it in the movie, but there's something about that story and the theme of childhood and growing up that I feel very, very deeply about right now. So I think that song, I'll choose that. I do come from a musical family. My father is a concert pianist, and my mother has a wonderful voice, and she's just nuts, and she says no one likes her voice, and Dad never wanted to sing. My parents are married over 50 years, by the way, but she says my father didn't like her voice, or they didn't sing together, but they're a wonderful marriage. But so she has this crazy, crazy talent, personality, and I think I kind of put them together. My dad's a bit serious. He's a classical guy, and my mom's not very serious. Her mother was an opera singer, and her mother had a beautiful voice and grew up in a complicated time where women weren't allowed to sing without being perceived as easy women. So she was discouraged from singing. So my mother was brought up by a singer who was a little held back, and her sister, so that would be my great aunt, was one of Ziegfeld's girls. So I have all of this tangled up in me: a Ziegfeld, an opera, a slightly restless mother, and a very serious musician. My father has a great ear for chords and melody. So I have a lot of these characters going on inside me, as we all do.